Here is me playing guitar. Here's the horns. Here's the vocals. Here's the band. Alright, in this video I'm going to turn my voice into a horn section, and then I'm going to turn that Washburn slide guitar back there into a vocal track. Using a plugin called VOIS, it's VOIS. They've offered me a subscription to their service to create this video. They made an AI plugin that runs as a VST. I'm using it inside of Steinberg Nuendo, which is my digital audio workstation of choice. And you can take your voice and turn it into other instruments using this plugin, or you can turn it into other voices that they have in their library. So if you want to do backup vocals, but you don't want it to sound just like you sang it, you can make it sound like someone else sang it, which is pretty useful in certain situations. I'm going to be playing my electric guitar because I want to make a point about combining analog instruments with these AI instruments, because it's not like some kind of magic plugin that you just turn it on and it makes a song for you. Not this one anyway. Maybe something else like Suno. See my video up there. This one is actually a tool in your arsenal, I think. So I'm going to be doing guitar on one track. I'm going to be playing some keys on another track using Native Instruments Kontakt. Then I'll be using Toontrack EZ Drummer for the drums. And yeah, let's see what we come up with here. Check it out. Okay, so here we are in Nuendo. I'm going to start by creating a drum track here. I'm going to create an instrument track, EZ Drummer. I'm going to swap out to the hip-hop kick because it's awesome. And I'm going to go for this one for Dilla. Again, EZ Drummer is really awesome for prototyping stuff. Got some cool sounds and some cool grooves. I'm going to use oh wait, I'm going to go to the hip-hop beats here. Oh, check out the original tempo. Okay, so, and that's at, what is that at here? Oh, like 84 BPMs. Okay, so I'll slow down this track on Nuendo to be 84. Okay, and then I'm going to drag and drop that beat onto here. Stop this. Okay, so I got that. Let's do, say, I don't know, 8 times through there. Let's see. Okay, great. Let's make Native Instruments Kontakt here. Complete control. I'm going to go for a bass sound, so I'm going to use the Rickenbacker here. And I'll probably go for the dub bass. I love this low, deep sound, especially the palm-muted one. It's a little bit percussive and punchy sounding without all the high end. So let's go and hit record here. Okay, cool. And I'll quantize that. And we'll duplicate this and see how this turned out. Great. All right, so next up, I'm going to do a guitar track here. So I am going to create an audio track. If you're in Cubase, I can't remember if I said this already, but Cubase is a lot like Nuendo, so your workflow will be very similar. And in most digital audio workstations, it'll be similar to this, depending on when you're working in. I'm going to go guitar here, and I'm going to, for time's sake, instead of setting up an amp and a microphone and all that stuff, I'm just going to use some amp modeling here. So again, I'm using a Native Instruments guitar rig, and we'll go amplifiers, and I think I'm going to use the jazz amp, nice and clean and kind of punchy sounding. I'm going to do a little bit of some funky sounding guitar, so I think this will work out pretty good. So I'll go get that stuff set up, and then I'll hop back in here. All right, I'm going to lay down a guitar track using this beautiful 1979 Washburn Raven guitar. Here we go. Okay, so now we've got a nice funky guitar track. I'm gonna add a vocal track here. There it is. Change the input. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm just gonna lay down a little vocal melody here. Forgive my poor singing, but I'm just gonna be turning myself into a saxophone anyway. Here we go. Da 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 da. So now what I can do is put an instance of this voice plugin on here, and now I'm gonna go back to the beginning here, and I'm gonna record that vocal track. Da 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 da. All right, so now I've got that. Now I can go here, show voice library. So it hops on lines. Oh yeah, so there's trumpet, clarinet. These are all voices that you can use. So I'm gonna turn this one into the saxophone part. And go process. Takes a few seconds. Off to the cloud to process. It goes. I'll have a link for this voice plugin. I can't remember what the website is, but it'll be in the description here if you want to check it out. Let's hear that. All right, so everything else is going to be based off that. So what I could do now is if I select that, and I believe it's the same in Cubase, but in Nuendo you can go under the audio window here and go generate harmony voices. But first I'm going to create a chord track. Go back to bars and beats here, and I'm going to go beat and then do half note because that's when the chords change. So what was the first chord is E minor. So I go E minor. Second chord is, what was it? D, I think it's actually, sorry, B minor 7, I believe it works out to be, because it's kind of like a B minor 7 over top of an A. Then it goes to G major. And then my last chord here was, I believe, a B minor 7. So now that I've got that, now I can go click on this voice here, go up to the audio, generate harmony voices, and I'll do 3 harmony voices here and see what happens. So now because I put this chord track here, it has a better chance of creating harmonies that are in the right key. So the voice is going to be this first one here, I guess, is which actually I'll label as sax. And then we got a soprano and an alto and a tenor, and let's see what this sounds like. This is all saxophones right now, but I'm going to turn them into other instruments. Okay, so now I'm going to turn this soprano here. Let's turn this one into, let's put voice on here, and let's turn this into a flute. So first we'll input it into voice. And then now I'm going to go to show voice library. And I'm going to go, actually maybe we'll make it clarinet. And go process. So I'll solo it with the sax here, see what it sounds like. Okay, not bad. But I'm going to make the alto here. I'm going to open up voice in the alto here, and I will record the alto into there. So here we go. Okay, so that's that, and now I'm going to make this one into, let's say another, that, how about that one's the trumpet. So process that. Here we go. But let's hear those 3 together. Okay, not too bad. And then we'll make the tenor part here. Let's get that recorded into voice as well. Like this. And I'll record that into here. Well, maybe that one actually stays. Maybe that one stays as saxophone. So we got two saxes. We got tenor sax and whatever sax that is. And then I got a soprano as the clarinet. And then the alto is the trumpet. I don't think that really makes sense, but I'm just going to leave it like that anyway. All right, so now I've got this beautiful Washburn slide guitar here. This one's handmade in British Columbia, Canada. It's a Celtic Cross Washburn. I'm going to hit record here and lay down a little melody here that will turn into a voice. All right, so yeah, not the sweetest Washburn I've ever played, but it doesn't matter for this experiment here. I'm going to go and put a voice onto that track, and let's see what happens. I'm super curious to try this out. So I'm going to record that into here. Okay, so now let's turn that into, let's pick one of these voices. There's Zoe.
I don't really like it when you go. I hate it when you're out there on the road. Give me something more to talk about. Tell me what you're about to say.
Alright, let's do that one. Let's see what happens. Process. So we're gonna turn the Washburn into Amy AI here and see what happens. I don't know how, if there's a way to determine what it says. Let's just see what it says. Interesting. Cool, let's hear that with the track. Okay, so here I've got all the horns lined up right, and then I've got the woman singer, so let's see what it sounds like one after the other. It's just interpreting whatever sounds the Washburn gave it, I guess. You, as far as I can tell, there's no way to really assign words or whatever you want it, or if you want it to do oohs or ahs or whatever. I'm going to take all these horns here and I'm going to put them onto a group channel and stereo group channel, and then I'm going to add some reverb to that group channel. Sure, let's use the LX480, maybe room reverb here. Let's see what this sounds like. Great. And now let's put do the same thing to her. I'm going to use a different one. I'm going to use this M reverb here. Let's see what that sounds like. Okay, let's hear all that together. So this is basically what we have so far. So we've turned my voice into a sax, a tenor sax. This is probably like an alto, or maybe it was a bari sax actually. Bari sax, tenor sax, trumpet, clarinet, and then we've turned my Washburn into this singer here. So let's hear what that sounds like. Actually, let's hear this with my electric guitar in here. Here. what happens if I take all these and like do this? Is that gonna work? Move it over a bit. Might have to set this to be beat like this. So that's kind of cool. What happens if I also harmonize this? Let's go crazy here. Let's do 4 voices on top of this singer. Let's see what happens now. So this might be the final result that I'm going to give you today, ladies and gentlemen. So anyway, pretty interesting way to go about this stuff, but I just wanted to give it a try today and see how it worked, and it's pretty cool, these results. I mean, if you massaged it a little bit more, if I spent a little bit more time on it, you could actually create something really cool out of it. And this is not bad for a first attempt. So yeah, turn your vocals into horns, turn your vocals into other vocalists, turn your guitar into voices, or turn your guitar into horns. You can see there's all kinds of different possibilities here with this VOIS VST plugin. If you dig this video, please consider subscribing to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and all that kind of jazz, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.